Last time I indicated that as much as Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa attempted to be somehow coming in to quell down the tensions between Gudawashe Tagwirei as well as also Tungwarara. These tensions were far from being over, in my view. And guess what? It appears during the ZANU-PF ZANU-PF National Cell Day, a lot was happening behind the scenes between the factions, sub-factions of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, that is the faction of Gudawashe Tagwirei, as well as Tungwarara. And Gudawashe Tagwirei appears not to be happy. You know, when he is not happy, you get to see it through the expressions of Temba Mliswa. Greetings and welcome to the channel this morning. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So according to Temba Mliswa, this is how he narrates. He says, the recent ZANU-PF's National Cell Day revealed the alarming and erratic behavior of the Manicaland provincial leadership. Yet again, the chairman Mukotsa shockingly deserted his own cell to accompany Tungwarara to what is claimed to be his new cell in Chipinge. So this demonstrates that as much as Tungwarara's activities were stopped in Manicaland, specifically the presidential funds that he was actually spearheading in Manicaland, he remains in control of the province by the mere fact that the chairperson of Manicaland decided to go to the cell of Tungwarara. Now, he goes on to say this perplexing decision stands in stark contrast to the presence of President Mnangagwa, who remained with his own cell at Prikepo, fulfilling dictates of the party instead of aligning with his own party leaders. Mukotsa appears to be acting in pursuit of personal gain, choosing instead to fortify the fabricated narrative that Tungwarara hails from Chipinge. In reality, Tungwarara is from Buhera, yet he is strategically aiming for a vacant Central Committee position in Chipinge, prompting the Manicaland leadership to artificially relocate him there. Mukotsa steamed his origins in Mutare Sakuva Wat, inconsequential as he prioritized financial incentives over loyalty to his own constituency. This blatant disregard for party integrity signals that the leadership of Manicaland has fully descended into rogue behavior. It raises urgent questions about how long the national leadership can tolerate such a flagrant breach of discipline. When leaders exploit their positions for monetary gain, the very structure of the party transforms into a fragile capitalist venture susceptible to the caprices of individuals who can procure their advancement through financial means by engineering structures using money. As I have emphasized before, the core problem here is not Tungwarara, as he simply typifies many politicians who will continue rising. The problem is the Manicaland leadership, which embodies a concerning trend of leaders that can disregard directives from a party commissar, impose unqualified individuals new positions, and scandalously sell their influence. The leadership has decayed to its core. No superficial efforts can cleanse the gravity of their actions. Having operated without the endorsement of a proper electoral process, the Mukotsa-led faction of Manicaland seems determined to continue indulging in self-serving pursuits. The myopic strategy reflects a profound lack of legitimacy, and it is imperative that the party intervenes to restore order and uphold the dignity of the province. The current exploitative leadership must be replaced with a substantive team through fair elections to re-establish the party's foundational principles and commitments. Minister Jennifer Muswere, who has also turned state media into his instance Manica Post into a vehicle for nefarious factional agendas, should also be a target for scrutinization. How do you capture a party's national event by centering attention on a minuscule and controversial politician while ignoring the president? The whole thing reeks. So you can hear the Temba Mliswa is speaking in this regard on behalf of Tagwirei, and this long essay that he wrote, it is meant to actually convince Emmerson Mnangagwa that what Manicaland province is doing, it is undermining the authority of Mnangagwa, as well as also the senior leaders of ZANU-PF. It is public knowledge and common cause that Tagwirei doesn't want Tungwarara to emerge and be part of the Central Committee of ZANU-PF. That is where the fight begins from. These side shows of Temba Mliswa now after Mukoza, it doesn't exist. The truth of the matter is that Tagwirei funded his preferred Central Committee member to emerge against Tungwarara. Tungwarara outsmarted him by pouring more funds, and he managed to actually get the Central Committee co-option. Now, neither two of these factions are acting in the best interest of the people, but they are exposing how money under Emmerson Mnangagwa can also complicate the very people who think that if they have got money, they have got power. I remember at one point Tagwirei saying, if you have got money, you have got power. That's the statement that she says. Senior leaders in ZANU-PF are crying of actually these bourgeoisies, these Zwikanandas, who are actually buying themselves up because they have got money. And guess what? The provincial leaderships as well as the district leaderships of ZANU-PF, they don't have money, and as such, if an opportunity of money presents itself to them, then these people easily falls trap of these actually factions that are emerging so quickly and fast in ZANU-PF. The interesting part is those with money competing against each other. Money versus money. I'm telling you, the result is serious chaos, as we are witnessing between Tungwarara and Tagwirei. This is a war between Tungwarara and Tagwirei. Tagwirei doesn't want Tungwarara to be part of the Central Committee, and Tungwarara is fighting hard through hook and crook also to be part of the ZANU-PF Central Committee. Quite interesting. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. So is signing off. Let me love and leave you. Let's meet on the other side of the live broadcast as I